And you think we haven't had trouble, problem, issues, or situations? You think everything is a walk in the park, walking through the daffodils, high grass? You think that everything is a pie in the sky, mushroom candy bars, cotton candy, fluffy and cushiony. Depression is no joke, and it comes at us in such a ways, subtle, like a storm, a quiet storm, soft rain, but it's a storm. Nevertheless, never a storm. Wind is blowing, but it's still blowing the roof off the top of the house. You can knock over trees. Quiet storm. It's not a pouring down torrential rain. No, you get 1 inch, 2 inches of rain, but still it's not a flood. But the wind, mudslides, rock slides, all these things contribute to have a situation, and it because of a storm. But then when you get the other kind of storm, because they have perfect storm where everything's meeting together, bam. You know what I mean? It's like, where did it come from? Over there. Which way you going? Which way you want to run? Which way you want to go? Sometimes places stand still. Then there's the raging storm. Yeah, tornadoes and hurricanes and categories and all this stuff up and up and up. And collateral damage. Yes. So that's what depression feels like sometimes. So we think that, well, just because you're quiet, laying back a little bit, you don't want to be bothered, can't stand too much noise, can't stand too much light, and you're depressed, well, guess what? Depression can come in such a way. It's like a quiet storm, like a little butterfly even. Okay, a butterfly is beautiful. But then you got the little thing called a moth. The moth is dangerous, Jim. The moth looks like a butterfly, floats like a butterfly, but it can do some damage. Right. So, how about a little gnat, a little mosquito, right? Quiet and easy, causes a whole malaria situation and people dying like flies and stuff. So, but let's say what depression says, well, I'm in a situation where I'm weighed down with problems, issues, and situations and circumstances, chaotic conditions. All these things come about. It's like, what am I going to do? You get trying to make up your mind and find out how you feel, what you want to do, making decisions. And then next thing you know, it's like, let it go. But then when you let it go, it's like, it's over you, it's overwhelming. It's a darkness. It's cloudy. Now it has to be done. You don't know how to do it. So you get depressed, you just go to a corner. You just want to get laid back. Never mind. Whatever. All right. But you can't do that. But then again, depression can come at you like that. Quick, fast, and in a hurry, and it can slam dunk you to no ends. No ends. So we go to a situation, I think it was in Second Timothy, where in the end time, there will come a time when people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, ah, ungrateful, all these things, unforgiving, depressed, and stuff like that, right? But those are also signs of depression. When you have the feeling that, well, you're thinking one thing, but then you don't think at all because you do things haphazardly. You do things without thinking or warning and everything, and it's like just like that. You're off the deep end, the limitation, and then you do things that you hurt others and don't even realize that you're hurting others because of the situation that's been overwhelming to you. That's why a lot of people eat a lot. They get obese, the thing, because they're eating away. They're trying to get rid of the pain or the pressure inside of them. So they eat. They're gouging themselves. They're depressed. or either drinking. So they have an addiction problem issue. They could be depressed because of something else can contribute to their situation. And that's why we always have to keep ourselves on a certain levels, keep ourselves on a certain keel. But then how can you, when you in all of these different situations and circumstances that, hey, did you think you have no control, but then are you really focusing on trying to get control? We have things that, well, self-control, self-control, self-control. But the next thing you know, you're doing things without even thinking because of something else. Influence, chaotic situation, depression come into like from before, toxic thing, you know what I mean? Problems in the past, wearing on you, things that just irritate you to no end. And so you get depressed, you are depressed in the situation, and you just want to get it up, get rid of it. And that's why sometimes we have go through the anxiety attacks because of depression. We go through a situation where we worry a lot, over concerned, overly concerned. Instead of like say, hey, never mind. And then people calm mind. But what calm mind? Because we got so much stuff is on our mind. Hey, so much stuff is on our mind each and every day. We look around, we have to make decisions, decision. And what kind of decision are you going to make that's going to be successful? But then you don't know. That is a sign of depression that's coming in, creeping in, and then sometimes it can be there and we don't even know it's there. This is why we have to really pay attention and be focused on what our surroundings are all about. Be focused on the activities around us and situating with us. This is one of the reasons why we pay so much attention to our mindset, the mentality of what we are and what we're about, who we are, and the level of our internal mindset, internal situation, our behavior. Yes. Ah. Sometimes we just like, hey, whatever. You know what I mean? I can remember so many times whereas we make those crazy decisions, and it's not even a decision, you just do things automatically. And then when you realize, what did I do? Did I do that? Yes, you did. And it was bad, it was wrong. Because you let things happen. It happened without you even thinking about it. It happened because of a situation that from the past. And we keep bringing up all of our old trauma, old issues into our lives each and every day instead of trying to get rid of these things, ease them out of our life day by day by day. We're holding on to them because, well, no one is really trying to help you or to be with you as a support agent to help you to get rid of those situations. And this is what we really need sometimes, a good support system. We need sometimes we just need a good friend. Yeah, a friend, a hug, handshake, being for real. Sincerity is so important in trying to overcome and get rid of depression. Yes. That people next door to you. That people next door to you. Love your enemy, love your neighbors, and if you love yourself and all that stuff. But sometimes your neighbor could be those people that raising hell all the day and all the time, keeping you up, keeping you awake, and then you can't think. And then next thing you know, a week's pass by and you're like, wow, what did I do this week? Don't even know. Because it was what? You just went through a whole week of depression and didn't even know it. So think about these things each and every day. Take note of what you're doing, where you are, and what about that day. Make a journal even. Yes. And then put some music, put something else in your mindset besides that problem, that issue that's been bothering you, that came back, that's overpowering you. See, depression is like diamond. Okay? Okay, not like a diamond, but anyway, because of the pressure that come about to make the diamond, which is extreme pressure. But Are we going to be valuable as a diamond? No. What happened? We become valuable as a piece of coal. But coal can be used for something important. It will be used for something beautiful. No, think about it that way too. So whenever we have depression, they come about things a little bit out of the ordinary, and then when they get a little bit out of the ordinary, it's like this is a sign that you better do something, take care of something. Think about these things. Stop still. Not when you're driving there. Come on, pull over on the side, pull over, pull into a service area, something like that, and just take a deep breath. Relax, calm down, calm down. Pay attention to the voice inside you that's going to give you confirmation. It's going to give you good accolade. That's going to give you, how you call it, spiritual uh, affirmation, positive affirmation. I can, I will, I must. And then, you know what? Sometimes you can do. Hold your hand up. Hold your hand up, and as you hold your hand up, each time you say something positive, like a affirmation, hold down a finger. And then you do this maybe 3 affirmation, 2 affirmation, however you want to do it. Hold down a finger. Take a deep breath. Do the same thing. Hold down a finger. Another affirmation. Sometimes you have to repeat affirmation. They're good. That's to solidify the value within your mindset. Be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Be conformed. Confirmation is good. The transformation, that means not confirmation, transformation, transforming your mind into something of value, something that is wonderful, something that is ease. So you won't be all around the bend and over the hill and cross the what you call it, the swamp area and all that stuff, right? You should do that. And then when you finish that, close your fist. When you close your fist, you have all of this stuff that you were thinking about inside your fist, and then release it. Release it. And then what the scripture say, cast all your cares upon me because I care for you. Somebody care for you. Care for yourself too. But then don't let those negativity things dwell within you. Because see, depression is one of those things, a weapon of mass destruction. Depression is a weapon of mass destruction. Just like before, when we used to, when especially in my country, this country here, right? That America, that is, right? We used to have a thing called Cold War. A Cold War. Okay, what was a Cold War? There was no shooting. There was a little fussing and fighting. Sometimes not fighting, but they look arguments and stuff like that. And what happened is that these countries, like, you have nuclear weapons. Well, I'm scared that you might take your nuclear weapon and try to attack me. Well, other person said, well, I'm saying you're going to take your nuclear weapon and try to attack me. So what they do, have a meeting of the mind. And that's what helps you to overcome, to balance the depression, a meeting of the mind. So you can't really do things directly right now, but you can also think about the consequences if you let these things go out of hand. If you let it go out of hand. That's why sometimes when we get depressed, we just sit there. But we don't just sit there and occupy yourself with nothing. Pay attention to a thought that is good. Pay attention to a thought like the sun. Not just don't look at the sun because you make you blind now. The clouds that are going by, birds of trees, something that's wonderful, something that's beautiful, something that you can relate to as far as nature goes. That's beautiful. If you have a pet, look at your little pet. Don't be petting the pet, all this stuff, but just look at them and watch how they react. Watch how they like. They ain't paying you no attention. They ain't paying themselves no attention. They just doing that. And then look at that situation. They are doing things now away from problem, issues, and circumstances. Even though they're gathering food, they're having fun, they're playing, they're surviving. They're not in a corner getting ready to fight the way out. See, relax. And that's what helps us in our depressed state. Even though weapon of mass destruction, but we can calm those weapons down. As long as you don't use a weapon, the weapon is not the problem. Just like with the gun control and all this stuff, it's not the gun; it's what the person behind the gun that's going crazy, activating the situation. Try to help those people calm down, relax, and then think about something that's beautiful and wonderful, like the value of a life. If nothing else, help them to think about the value of a life. And when they can do that, then it's going to be better than before. So we just want to bring that to you a little bit here now. Just let you know that depression, the weapon of mass destruction, is no joke, because depression is just like that evil spirit, come to kill, steal, and destroy. And think about those storms. Seem like every day there's a different type of a storm that's coming about, and then each and every day there's a situation that help us, that makes us, causes us to go into a deeper thought pattern that we get overwhelmed with. And those voices that come at you, those dark voices, those dreams and things. Try to, okay, so you had the dream. So the dream was bad. But now overcome that dream. Like, okay, don't dwell on that dream, but replace that dream with something like continuation of a dream, and make it how you said, do a like the movie people do, writers. Okay, it might have some bad scenes and stuff like it, but then at the end, how you say, oh, the sunrise, the sunset, the trees grew, the waves of the sea. That's how you end it. You deliberately put an end to that situation that help you get out of that depressed situation, that depressed mood. So you don't have no money. So the bills are piling up. Now, what you do? See those bills being paid off and everything. See some money coming in. So the money may not come in, but in your mindset, you get all overwhelmed, and next thing you know, you can't think. So maybe something will happen to help the bill get paid. So maybe you start to pay a little bit more over this bill or that bill to keep it done. But then here comes somebody, oh, we want to borrow money. You can say no. No, I'm sorry, but I really don't have it. And you don't. It's not yours. If you owe someone, that money is not yours. It belongs to your creditor. Really. Until you are finished paying your bill, your credit, your money is not yours. That's why we're talking about in the scripture that nothing belongs to you. Nothing but really belongs to you. It's all something of something else, somebody else, until it all belongs to the Almighty. Even you. You're not your own. You're not your own. So when you get these type of thoughts in your mindset, then you don't let these things bother you. You don't let it bother. At first, yeah, it's gonna shake you up a little bit. Oh yeah, you'd be surprised some of the things that can shake you up. Some of the things that can, whew, like, wow, how am I gonna get out of this? Don't worry about it. See, don't worry about it. And then it said, count it all joy when you face those trials, when you face those storms like that. And then it said, there's another place where it says that uh, through many tribulation, you shall enter into the kingdom of heaven. Tribulation, trials, situation. But wait a minute. I may have to go through a lot of stuff. Yes, you do. Don't think that, like we said before, you think you're tipping through no tulips and glory vines through tall grass in the valley. Don't think it's like a pie scroll in a sandy beach. Come on. But the circumstance, the situation that's going to upset you and bother you, maybe some backbiting. Oh, yeah. Maybe somebody trying to throw you under the bus. There's somebody said something bad about you, to lie on you, false accusers. All these things that come about it's going to hurt you in your heart, mess with your mind. But when you start to internalizing those things, that's when depression really starts. That's when it said it hurts, and that's when the tribulations come in. You're going to face those things, but you don't let them get to you in such a way that at first then you're growing. That's when you're growing and getting stronger within. You having those the confidence now to know that it's gonna be all right. Nothing happened today. You know what I mean? And then you say, well, I don't expect for nothing to happen anyway. Think about those good things like that. See, because we were promised that nothing by any means shall harm you. Ooh, wow, what? Yeah. And then it said, you will not be naked, you will not be hungry, and not be out in the cold element unless you deliberately want to be there. That means you're going to be provided with shelter. Wow, thank you. Ah, it might be the midnight hour, but well, what do you know? There's a shelter. What do you know? There's some food. How do you know? You're not naked. You don't walk around naked. All right? So these are things that you have to look forward to. And then as you're doing it, what are you doing? Holding fast to the mindset, holding to the thought pattern, holding to a good mentality. Yeah, don't let those mental blocks and the fog and all that stuff hold you down and hold you back. So you didn't accomplish what you're supposed to accomplish today. Don't worry about, well, I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Then no, pick up pick up a pen, a pencil, type it on your typewriter, put it on your computer. Just do a tap today. I did something today. I did something today. All right. Just something like that. It doesn't have to be a line or something. Just like I always tell with one of my granddaughters, right? Read something today. Would it be a line or 2 words or whatever? Read something today. Do something today. Something positive today. All right? So when we do that, everything's gonna be all right. So wonderful people, thank you for being with me today. And I'm sorry we having a whole lot of technical difficulties and changed 2 computers already. You can't get online. But you know what? Hey, I'm rejoicing. I'm rejoicing. It'll bother you. It's gonna hurt you. But guess what? It's gonna come through. It's gonna come through for you. Because that's why you're supposed to have that confidence, that love, that resilience, determination. Ah, and it's gonna be because you have endurance. Endurance. You might feel like sitting down, throwing it away, getting out of it. But guess what? Hold on. Keep going. Don't stop. Take a break. Don't stop. All right? Take care. Wish you well. Bless you, bless you, bless you. And hope to see you soon. And yet still, we got to do something else on this depression because I had to rush today in this semester. But anyway, it's going to be all right. Take care. Bless you, bless you, bless you. And I hope this thing come through. Yes, I am. It's going to come through. I believe it. I know it's going to come through. I have the confidence it's going to come through. And you will be able to see. But share this out. Share this out. When you share this out, you said, wow, this man went through an hour and a half of trying of preparing for this message and 2 computers and a YouTube was did not cooperating, wouldn't let him come on. Wow, I got the ooh, I must share this out. That's what that's the attitude you gotta have. Be ye therefore holy, be ye therefore good, and have that joy and the peace. And then don't let nobody disturb your peace or take your peace or either control your peace. All right now? Bless you, bless you, bless you. And we're gonna end right here.